Soft breath cackled through the speaker.
It's like dead people feet.
This little my mom's voice. Firewood jump scare.
Oh, I just got the chill.
Hi. And welcome to a creepy podcast with KreepyKouple. This is something new that we're trying. So we might not be super good at it the first time, but bear with us. We are going to be reading true scary stories from Reddit
Yeah, and making s'mores.
and make it s'mores. Okay, so the first story that we have comes from r/true scary stories. I work the night shift. Something clocks in after me. My name is Daniel Harper, and I have one working night shift at a small warehouse outside of town for almost 2 years. The job is quiet, boring, and usually uneventful. From 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., it is me and the buzzing of fluorescent lights and the old time clock by the entrance. 3 weeks ago, something strange started happening. When I clocked in one night at 9:57 p.m., I noticed a fresh red timestamp already printed for 9:59 p.m., even though I had just arrived. I told myself it was a glitch in the old machine, but the next night it happened again. Before I even touched my card, the clock stamped on its own at 9:58 p.m. That was the moment I realized I was not alone in that building. After that small thing began to change, tools I left on the table appeared somewhere else. The forklift would be facing a different direction than I remembered. I started hearing slow footsteps in the storage loft above me, but whenever I checked, there was no one there. I asked my supervisor if anyone else had access to the warehouse at night, but he insisted I was the only one scheduled.
S'more. Only one scheduled by himself?
He's by himself. Still, the log records showed 2 timestamps every night around 10 p.m. Mine and another one with no employee number attached, just a blank space. Last Friday, I was doing inventory when I heard the loud, mechanical clunk of the time clock from across the warehouse. It was exactly 9:59 p.m. My heart started racing as I walked towards the entrance. When I reached the clock, a fresh red 10 p.m. stamp was still wet. I stood there staring at it when I felt warm breathing against the back of my neck.
Want a bite?
Not yet. I could not bring myself to turn around. In the glass reflection of the clock, I saw a tall shape standing directly behind me, its outline shifting like smoke, trying to make a human form. The clock stamped again at 10:01 p.m. That's when I ran. I left everything behind and I drove home without clocking out. I called in sick for 2 days. Yesterday, my supervisor left me a voicemail asking why I had been clocking in every night at 10 p.m. without entering through the front door. According to the security footage, the door opens by itself, the time clock stamps, and someone walks through the aisles. The cameras show movement, but the figure is distorted and unclear. I have not gone back since. But every night at 9:59 p.m., I receive a notification on my phone from the warehouse system saying Daniel Harper clocked in. 1 minute later, another notification appears with no name attached. Whatever it is working my shift now, and it has not missed a single night.
That was good.
It's pretty funny.
That was a pretty funny one. He took his job.
He took his job. Pretty funny. I mean, he could literally keep working and just getting
Just
the
be getting
paycheck.
paid. He's just chilling there.
What does it want, do you think? What do you I don't get it.
What's that called? A mimic, I would say.
You think it's a mimic?
Copying him and just doing his job for him.
I don't know.
Or it's just an ex security guard that just
Keeps working there.
wants to do it. It's the original guard that was there before him. That's pretty interesting. That was actually a pretty funny one though at the end.
Yeah, it's not even there to haunt him. It's just working.
It's just working there.
Ready for the next one?
Yeah. Ooh, strange
Okay.
experience.
This one also comes from r/true scary stories. They pretty much all came from there tonight. A strange experience I had while sleeping in a hospital room.
Ooh,
Those are always scary.
anything hospital wise is scary.
Okay. I don't know how to explain properly what happened that night, but it was something I still think about whenever I remember that hospital room. This happened around August 2025. At the time, my mother was hospitalized after suffering a stroke. Her condition had improved, but she still needed to remain under observation, so the hospital moved her to a private recovery room. The room was quiet and well equipped, and it had a small patio outside, which made it feel unexpectedly calm for a hospital setting. I hadn't slept properly for 2 nights due to
Mm.
stress and worry. That evening I was exhausted enough that I fell asleep in a chair without realizing it. What followed is something I still can't fully explain. My sleep felt shallow, as if it wasn't fully unconscious. I was faintly aware of the room when a sense of unease set in. Shortly after, I heard footsteps outside the patio.
Creepy.
They were slow, deliberate, and very realistic. What stood out was that the sound was like bare feet against the ground. I'm giving everybody a little ASMR, a little bit of ASMR.
Yeah.
Okay. They sounded like bare feet against the ground.
So
Partly
like
out of
slapping.
slapping. Partly out of curiosity and partly because I was frustrated at not being able to sleep deeply. I shifted my eyes towards the patio door. What I saw was a pair of feet standing there,
Well,
facing the door. They
hmm.
appeared unnaturally pale, almost lifeless, with no visible warmth or color.
So like just it's like dead people feet.
Just little ghost feet.
Little dead people feet.
Yes,
Grocery feet.
just little ghost feet.
Yeah.
Need a napkin.
No, I'm good.
At that point, I had a strong sense of whatever came next would not be something that I wanted to see. So I closed my eyes and turned my face away to avoid looking. I've done that before. Like, you just know, like, if I keep looking, I'll see
I'm
something.
gonna see something.
I
Yeah,
don't want to see anything.
I'm just gonna look the other way
I'm just
and
gonna go
not pay
sleep.
attention.
I'm just gonna go back to sleep,
Night, guys.
hoping the experience would end. Time felt suspended. I was still aware of the presence, as though something was there, watching the inside of the room. The back of my neck felt cold. After some time, that sensation had faded. I felt marginally calmer and turned my body towards the door to change my sleeping position. Out of habit, I opened my eyes again to confirm that everything was normal. That's when I saw it.
Mm.
A dark figure was sitting there, staring directly at me. I can't clearly describe its features. What stood out most was how thin it appeared and its eyes, wide opened and fixed straight on me. I screamed, purely out of reflex. That seemed to startle it. It fled away.
Hmm.
It fled in a way that felt unnatural, almost hopping like a rabbit moving at an unusually high speed. Within seconds, it disappeared into darkness beyond the patio. I was left fully awake. The scream had
Interesting.
awoken my mother. She asked what had happened. Not wanting to disturb her or cause unnecessary worry, I told her I had a bad nightmare. I've heard many unsettling stories throughout my life, but this was the first time I experienced something like that firsthand. This memory has stayed with me. The closest comparison I can make is the blacked out silhouette used to represent unknown perpetrators in the Detective Conan manga. That image is what my mind returns to when I think back on it. I'm not familiar with that, but I'm getting the idea. Like a black figure with just like eyes.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen a lot of pictures of those and like ratings of those and stuff, so I kind of understand what they're saying. That was interesting. Well, as soon as I seen the feet, I knew just turn the other way and never look back again.
He went to sleep, and then when he turned back, he instinctively opened his eyes and saw it. Its full body just sitting there.
Yeah,
Creepy.
pretty creepy, especially being a hospital.
I hear a lot of stuff like that happens in hospitals.
Yeah, it's mostly a lot of stories are from the hospital.
Pretty scary.
That was a pretty good one. But what
Gosh,
if it was just like a person in the middle of the night, just like I need, I need to be help.
I don't think it was.
He
Okay.
claimed they went off to into the balcony and left,
Yeah, it just like fling.
jumped off the balcony. Crazy.
Another one. One more.
Another one.
This one comes from r/horror stories. I broke an Appalachian rule. I was told as a kid.
Oh no, not the Appalachians.
The Appalachians.
Not those. That's where things get serious.
That's where it gets crazy. If you grow up around here, you learn certain rules. Don't whistle at night. Don't answer something that calls your name from the woods. And if you hear someone you love outside your window after dark, don't look. My grandmother used to say that last one like it wasn't superstition, like it was a seatbelt. You look, she'd say, and it knows you can see it. I always thought she meant coyotes or bears. I don't anymore.
Ooh, this is gonna get good.
It was 1:47 a.m. when I heard my mom's voice. Ooh, ooh, firewood. Firewood jump scare.
That's what his mom said.
Fire
Firewood.
firewood jump scare. Okay, it was 1:47 a.m. when I heard my mom's voice outside my bedroom window. Soft, calm. Hey, baby. My stomach dropped immediately. My mom lives 40 minutes away. I checked my phone. No missed calls, no texts. Then it came again, closer to the glass this time. Open the window. Same voice, same tone.
Moving out. Packing the bag and moving out.
But something about it felt flattened, like someone doing an impression. I
No.
stayed still. I didn't answer. There's another rule. Then it said something only she would know, a nickname she hasn't used since I was 10. Come on, just look at me. I told myself that it was stress, lack of sleep, auditory hallucination, anything but what my grandmother had meant. The voice shifted slightly. Why won't you look at me?
I'm going. If it said a nickname that only my family knows, and it's outside in the middle of the night, I'd go, knows too much.
It knows too
I'm
much.
out of here.
Flee the scene, never come back.
Not facing that window, just getting in the car and leaving. That's why I always back in the car. So we
So we
can
can
go
get out
straight.
immediately.
Immediately leave.
The voice was still soft, still patient. That made it worse. Then it said, You always used to look for monsters under the bed. A pause. There aren't any under there. Something scraped lightly against the siding, right beneath the window. And I
Ooh.
broke the rule. I looked. She was standing at the edge of the yard, just past the tree line, wearing my mom's face. But wrong. It's her. It's her.
And her little minion too.
It's her.
Whoa.
Too tall, shoulders too narrow, arms hanging just a little too long. Her head tilted slightly, like it wasn't used to sitting on that neck. The face was almost perfect.
Whoa.
Almost. The smile stretched a little too far back. Her eyes weren't focused on me, they were fixed on the reflection in the glass, watching herself, adjusting. When our eyes finally met, her expression changed instantly. Not confused, not angry, delighted. Her mouth opened wider than it should have, and she started laughing. High, sharp, wrong. And I said, and said, I got you in a shrill voice.
Oh no.
Then she stepped backwards. No turning, no blinking, just sliding into the trees, still smiling. This is like the worst thing I've ever heard.
That's pretty scary. Can you imagine?
No.
Just 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 imagine, like, right now, for the viewers at home, behind you guys is our bedroom window. So you turn around and you see that statue laughing at you and just stepping over the wall, or in the story's case, into the forest laughing at you, saying it got you.
Horrible. I don't remember grabbing my phone. I just remember calling my mom. She picked up on the second ring. Hello? She sounded half asleep. Normal. Mom, my voice was shaking. I think I just had a nightmare.
Uh oh.
Silence. Not the kind where someone's thinking, the kind where someone is listening. Mom? A soft breath cackled through the speaker. Then, very quietly, I'm inside.
Oh no. Oh, I just got the chill. Oh
Horrible.
man.
The whisper wasn't tired. It was confused. It wasn't confused. It sounded close, right next to me. And then it laughed. Not loud, not sharp. A thin, careful laugh, like it was trying not to wake someone up. The call ended.
Oh
The house was completely silent. No footsteps, no doors opening, no breathing, nothing. That's what scares me the most because my grandmother didn't just say, don't look. She said, looking is the same as opening the door. And I looked.
no. Oh no. That's pretty scary.
That was a scary one.
The house got silent. Wendigo got him.
I don't even know. That was a
Apparently,
scary
we're not
one.
supposed to say that when we're outside at night. The word or
We're
the
not in
name.
the Appalachians, so we're good, I think.
What if we were?
If we were, I wouldn't even be telling the story right now. What are you talking about?
Well, we would, but just probably not outside. We'd probably be inside.
Maybe.
That was that story was a good one. That was a
I
good
saved that
story.
one for last. Yeah,
That was a good one.
that was a good one.
Oh, he was wearing her face.
Well, it's like
Yeah, no, I'm
being
just
her.
just saying. It's like Chainsaw Massacre. Like got your face, Ed Gein.
And gain status. Sinful cold cut status.
Sinful cold cuts. Wow.
Really scary.
Hmm.
You want to tell some of your stories from when you went camping?
My camping stories, my actual camping stories. Well, I can tell those camping stories. Um, went camping out in California somewhere, and it's the middle of the night. It's pretty late. It's like 12, 1 o'clock, and me and my buddy both wake up, and we need to go to the restroom, and so we go to the restroom, and on our way back, walking to camp, we hear something in like the tree line. Now we're staying at a campground, so if anyone's ever been camping, you know how they work. There's campsites, and then there's forest behind, or woods
All
behind.
around, basically surrounding the
Pretty
campsite.
much, yeah. And we look into the tree line to see what it was, and there's two people just standing there. One looks like a like a reptile. He had like reptile skin and like alligator like face, like the shape of it, but it was a human head with just like the mouth of an alligator. And one guy looked like an elephant. It was pretty creepy. He had the tusk, the long trunk, the skin. It was, and they just stood there staring at us. And we looked at them, both looked at each other, and just ran back to the car. We didn't sleep in the tent no more. We slept in the car. And trying to sleep, couldn't. When we finally did get to sleep, we both woke up in the middle of the night. Not sure what time because we didn't look. But as we were sleeping in the car, we seen antlers like circling around the car to the windows. The car we were in was a suburban, so it was a little higher. So we thought it might have been a deer, but there was no tracks. There was no like nothing to say it was. So still to this day, we don't know what we've seen, or if we were just late and we were just half asleep imagining. But
If anyone's ever seen anything like that, feel free to leave a comment and share your stories because that's pretty crazy. And we still don't know what that was.
yeah,
But I've heard similar stories of people seeing similar things before.
I've read stuff and seen stuff about people saying that, specifically about this place where we were too.
Where were you?
I'm not sure if we can say that.
Why can't you say that?
We can say it.
Why?
I
Where were
think
you?
I think it's called Quincy.
Quincy?
Quincy. I think that's what it's called.
Why wouldn't you be able to say that?
I don't know.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
That's fine.
Mm.
I'll listen to the video too. This part right now too. If anyone knows where Quincy is, I believe I'm saying it right. I'll do more research, and if I'm not, I'll put it in the description so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Won't give the actual campsite, but I'll tell you the town it was in. You got any other stories?
That's all the stories I had prepared, but I can get more. You want me to know?
No, I'm saying like real life true stories.
Um, no, I don't have any scary stories. The only scary stories I ever had of camping was like almost being attacked by a mountain lion. That's not like creepy.
Creepy. Still pretty cool. You can give the story.
We were camping in like by the redwood forest, and
Ooh, redwood
this was
forest.
a time when they didn't have, I think that we didn't have cell phones, or cell phones were like kind of still very newish, because for some reason me and my mom had to go walk to like a landline or a payphone to call my grandmother who was watching our dogs at home. And we started walking, and it was fine. We walked there and it was fine. Sun was setting, whatever. By the time we got there, we did had the phone call, and we were walking back. It was like very dark,
Oh
and we
no.
didn't bring a flashlight, but we still kind of remembered where we were, where we came from.
Just follow the
And
path.
it
Yeah.
was like, on a path, whatever, but it's like the path's obviously like enclosed by woods.
Yeah.
So then we started hearing like rustling very close to us, and like you started hearing like that mountain lion sound, like that, like that sound that they
Oh.
make. Like we were hearing
Yeah.
it, and then we were just like, maybe we should start running. Maybe running is the move. Maybe let's run. That was pretty much it. That was pretty much it. It was pretty scary.
I think running was actually the worst thing to do.
We just wanted to
But
get out of
at
there.
least you got it out of
We
me.
were scared. Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Well, the fire's still going. That's nice.
Yeah.
We're not too good at building fires, but we're gonna get better.
Yeah, we'll get better.
I'd like to say thank you to everybody who was watching and viewing this podcast right now. This is our first episode.
So it might be kind of messy and wrong, and the audio might not be perfect, but it's a trial
First
and
try.
error type thing. We're still learning, and want to thank everybody who comes along with us on this journey to try to become the greatest podcasters ever.
Ever. Who knows? Maybe our first viewers will watch us now doing this first thing, and then they'll see us in the Appalachia Woods
Ew! I'd be so
doing
scared.
a real
Could you
podcast.
imagine doing an on location video like in mountains? So scary.
That'd be cool. Like getting viewers' stories
Yeah.
and going to their locations with the viewer and
Hmm.
letting them tell their story, tell their story.
That'd be really
That'd be
cool.
cool. One day, we're
Maybe
gonna
one
get
day.
there. But as of right now, got us
Yeah.
getting sticky from marshmallows.
Us, s'mores, and a fire pit. If you guys have any stories that you'd like to share, obviously you're more than welcome to submit them. If that's something that you're interested in, please just comment below, and then we can start linking an email where you guys could submit those stories, and we would
Yeah,
obviously greatly appreciate any stories anybody wants to share.
yeah, any stories. True stories, made up, creepy, chilling
Ghost
stories.
stories.
It's just ghost stories at a campfire. So when you're camping with your friends, you got stories to tell or a podcast to listen to. On that note, the creepy couple's out.
Goodbye. See you next
See
time.
ya!